Hello and welcome. Today we're talking about cause versus effect. This is a universal principle that can really help us change our life, really help us change our health, really lead us in a positive direction forward. So let's talk into what exactly is cause and effect. And it's just as it sounds. Everything happens, right? There's a cause and then there's an effect. And this is like as simple as like we plant a seed, that's the cause, and it grows a tree. You know, we eat a certain way that nourishes our body, we end up with a nourished body. So it's just the broad concept is we do a thing and it has a ripple effect. And what happens even in like the global world and in the news and all that stuff, they're focused so much on the effect, the result. And it's like, we need to start as like leaders and thought leaders and politicians. It's like, let's start looking at what caused us to get there. Why are we all so freaking sick? And so in my work and in my journey, we're always looking at the cause side of the equation. And what my job is to help you move from the effect side of the equation to the cause side of the equation. So what that means is when we're living in cause, we are in charge of the experiences in our life, and we are looking at the results and using them to guide us forward. Right? We see that we're getting results for a reason. Okay, I got these results. What can I do to change the results next time? Right? You are responsible. This gives you the power now. This is where we know that we are creating our reality. We are in awareness and we have choice. We choose to perceive and observe. That's when we're in the cause side of the equation. When we're in effect, this is like, oh my gosh, I've got these symptoms. Have no control. It's like, wait a minute, let's step back, move to cause. How did you get here? And that is exactly what we do in my practice, where it's like, okay, you've got acne, you've got constipation. Let's figure out what is causing this. It's not just suffocated in Band-Aid solutions, right? And so often when we're in effect, it's like there's all these external reasons why this is happening, or somebody else did it. It's when we push our power away from ourselves. It gives the power away from you doing anything about it. So this can also be a way that we avoid doing things, right? We're pushing it away from ourselves instead of taking responsibility for our life, our health, our finances, all that. And often you'll hear people in effect say, well, if they would just change, or if that would just change, I would be fine. So you can see the difference where that you're moving your power away from you. This is a very victim mentality. And often when we are in effect, we will surround ourselves with other people with the same problem. We all do this. It's just becoming aware of when we're doing this and being able to pull ourselves away from that. And so what we're going to do in our time together is we are going to do our best to always pull ourselves back to the cause, because we know that we have choice and we are creating reality. And if you ever have a result that it's not what you want, just observe and say, hey, how did I get here? I'm responsible and I take the power now to do something different, right? We have choice. It's perspective. It's observing. And when we're talking about the cause side of the equation, this isn't pointing the finger inwards to self-destruction. Like, it's my fault. I did this. Like real self-sabotage. This is more of a choice of how you perceive situations. This is not the, I suck, I'm going to blame myself, living in shame, right? It's not the I suck, blame, shame game. Nah. This is a way of viewing what has happened, right? This is in the mind. What is your perspective? It is recognizing the sum total of life experience, consciously or unconsciously, right? We are noticing how we got here. And I love using NLP and quantum time technique to really help us see what the next steps are. How did we get to where we are and what can we do about it? And I skipped one. There's this perspective. So we have a perspective when we're in cause, right? And I fully believe that we are put in a place, every place in our life, to learn exactly what we need to learn. So, okay, I'm here now. What is there for me to learn? Why is this in my life? And the best thing you could do is say, okay, how can I move forward? Feel how much lighter that is than like, if this would have been that way and that would have been this way. And if I would have worked with this person, it's like, oh my gosh, just cut out the noise and move forward. And all of this, so just recognizing that whatever effect, whatever result you're in, whatever the effect is, right? This brought us to where we are today. It's how you move forward. Okay, there was this cause that led to this effect, and then how do you move forward? So it's doing this and living in this way and putting this suit on. This moves us forward. And it's super duper powerful if we can pull ourselves out of that effect and move forward, right? We can get perspective to look around and see, wow, okay, let's look at the bigger picture. Let's float up higher and further back. Maybe get in a hot air balloon, higher and further back, and see, wow, oh my gosh, the farming that we're doing is destroying the rivers and the oceans, and holy shit. Okay, whoa, what can we stop doing? We can start farming more holistically. Okay, how do we do that? Right? So we're just going back higher and further back. Why is this happening in the world today? Why is this happening for my health? Why am I constipated? Why is my skin bad? Okay, what was the cause, right? We're just getting further back perspective. And so I ask you, which side are you on? Who is driving your bus? Are you on cause or are you in effect? And again, I invite you to move to the cause side. It makes life so much lighter. It makes it so much more fun. It makes it so curious. And this is how we learn and we dig deeper. This is where we make change. This is where we take responsibility for our life, which is the best thing ever. It's so much more fun than just being in the blame of everything else. And so this is where we end up. So you have the responsibility for your change. I can't come make dinner for you. I can't come lift your weights for you. I can't make the blender that you bought work better. You got to use it. You got to go to the gym and you got to eat healthy. All the things that you know that you got to do. You got to drink the water. I can't come drink the water. That's the whole thing. You know, you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make it drink. This is the same concept here, where you are responsible for your change, right? What is the value you will get out of being here, watching this movie, working with me, watching YouTube videos? What is the value of what you are getting? That is up to you. What are you going to take out of this so you can move forward and live life the way that you want? Right? That is up to you entirely. Like I said, weights at the gym. You need to go lift them to get value. So that is cause, that is effect, and it's a really powerful, really empowering way to live your life, and it helps accelerate us to move and change and adapt and achieve the things that we want in our life. So that's it for now, and I'll see you in another video.